All right, happy Monday, all. Today was crazy. We are in Frederick. We got the conference room set up. Sindora is here. You all see the conference room. We're setting up our, our 11 o'clock meeting. So we're doing here, just going to we showed you all this another time. We're testing out the soundproof pods. You can actually do a conference session in there. So we have Nikki, Sindora, they're testing out everything. You can't hear anything. This place is amazing. Yeah, so. Worldwide Mastermind, and we're in a Frederick office, lunch, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, lunch, fuel up, and then now it's time to scarf this down and see if we can put up some pictures. And then also move the furniture from the old office to this office, right? And then we also got to order 2 more pieces of, call it asset chairs. To make matters complicated, Mariah, right? She says, Greg, I hate when you say that. To make matters complicated, right? Well, I have an interview at 1:30, right? And then we're discussing international payments at 2 with the folks from London to see if we can get their credit card, right? Give me your credit card. Now we gotta switch off to another thing for it, right? So that's in between it. And then, so today might be a really long day and I won't be back for the rest of the week, maybe, right? Tomorrow in Silver Spring, I may come back. And any key takeaways from the Mastermind meeting?
Hi, my name is Nikki Romley. I am just starting my practicum here, and I have my first client on.
It's a mic.
On Thursday. So I'm preparing for that because it will be the first person I've ever seen. But I know it'll go well. I'll gain confidence, and I'm really enjoying hearing the case studies. But I'm finding how complicated couples therapy is. It seems like you can be in a real dilemma, what you're allowed to do, what you can't do, how are you going to help these people? And I have to be honest, my gut feeling here in some of them is basically, why are these people together? But I'm realizing that it isn't our job, because it's not our life, to give them advice and say, don't be together. And I'm just realizing how complicated that this job really can be sometimes, but I'm looking forward to the challenge.
When you're doing couples counseling, some of the toughest things can be when you see a couple that, really shouldn't be together, but you don't want to say that, right? Because they're with you because they do want to be together and they want to help you. So how do you navigate that? And I feel that that's where the real counseling begins. Right, that's where you really have to be, you really sharpen your skills. Because nobody comes to couples counseling and tells you how great their relationship is. This is great, and no, it's usually I'm having something, or I'm thinking about it, or a lot of times it's not as simple as just not being together. It is, but it isn't. What do I mean by that? Right, essentially here is you see people all the time that, they stay together through thick and thin. They've battled it, they broke up, gotten back together again. You probably even know your friends. And if you don't know anyone, as they always say, then it's you. Right? Relationships are very complicated. They're extremely, extremely complicated. But I like it because it's so rewarding. So rewarding to help, to see people grow, learn. And you can actually learn a lot about your own relationship, or how to best deal with others and things of that nature.
I think couples is really interesting. When I first heard, one of the case scenarios, I was like, this seems a little complicated. And same question as Nikki said, why are some of these people together? No, but then quickly I realized, we're all going to have to go through things, and the only way they'll see it for themselves is through going through this, with their own self-belief, right? So they have to, and we're just there to guide them in the best way possible. And I think it's a necessary experience. I don't think it necessarily means failure if they don't work out. I think it's, even if they separate, it's their own version of success for themselves, right? So I think it's very satisfying as well, trying to, you know, and help navigate people through their difficulties and not really, you know, tell them, oh, do this or do that, but just help them, I guess, find own ways within themselves with how they want to navigate through it.
So right now we're talking to our new interns about, you know, navigating specific challenges that they're going through. And
I have a couple. Okay. The first one is silence. Like how, you know, I had to kind of watch myself, like observe myself while I'm with a client because usually if there's a period of silence, I start getting kind of anxious, very nervous, and also I'm constantly thinking, is the client feeling okay? Like, are they feeling awkward? Like, am I supposed to be saying something as a therapist? Am I supposed to be filling in the spaces that they're leaving open? But then I realized, and also my supervisor helped a lot with this too, and my professor, silence is key in itself. Like, if you just I guess my supervisor, what she told me was, if you let them be in the silence, they have more room to think, and they also end up like telling you things they wouldn't have told you, you know, just on the normal. And she's like, there's a lot of like important details in the unsaid things. Does that make sense? And then, okay, so silence, of course. And then another thing that I'm struggling with is, I guess, self-doubt almost. Because I think that all comes from like the cultural part, like how I grew up, and, you know, like just being a girl, like being a woman, like we're not really like heard out, or we're not taken seriously coming from the culture that I come from. So I do have a lot of self-doubt, like, am I doing this okay? Like, am I like qualified to be like helping somebody? Because, you know, like when you're so young and like this stuff is like ingrained in your brain, like it's really hard to come out of it, right? And then like over here we're talking about helping somebody else. So I did question myself a lot with that before, but I feel confident. I feel like I'm like climbing up.
Well, I don't have any clients. So I have one on Thursday, which would be my first one. I like silence. As I've gotten older, I've realized it's really a powerful force. Sometimes we just need to stew on it for a few minutes, and I don't feel the need to fill silence. I think it's kind of being filled by all of us in our own heads, and that's when some of our best insights come, when we're taking time to take a step back and think. I also struggle with self-doubt. I think we all do. I think it's just normal, and I think the more we do something and we gain confidence, we're going to have that less and less, but you're always going to take a step backward. I mean, you just are. But that sometimes I think meetings like this are really good because we see other people presenting their cases as we did today, and we realize, wow, I'm not the only one that wouldn't know what to do here. And that's why we need support and have, you know, mentors, professors, you know, even if we're in a professional association and we need legal advice, we have to not be afraid to lean on our support systems. You know, we're being a support system for the clients in a sense, and we're helping guide them and learn the tools that they need. But we need to be able to do self-care and take care of ourselves too, and ask for help and support for ourselves. And that's going to help your self-doubt, I think. When you hear you did a good job, you know, that is an appropriate response. Your boundaries were good here. You know, your instincts are fine. Listen to that inner voice that's telling you you're doing the right thing, and yet we're all going to mess up. But most of it's not irreparable damage. You know, we just move forward to the next step.
That's great advice, Nikki. No, I think, you know, being comfortable with the silence and asking for help. I mean, that's one thing I have continuously done. I am always reaching out to, whether it's Carrie Ann or Brianna or my supervisor or even like Frank, like, and I think the support that they give us, it helps a lot with self-doubt. I mean, I think that's one of the main things that's helped me so far, because I thought, you know, like when I first had my client, like I would freak out, or I would just wouldn't know what to say. But having the support that I have from everybody it's helped me a lot to become more confident. And I usually have like meetings with my supervisor after I'm done with a client, and I'll tell her, you know, how it went, and her also reassuring me that it is okay, even if you got a little nervous, if you were anxious, just continue the practice. And I think, like you said, practice is key, right? And I think this is also very normal because I just started as an intern and I had never, Yorkville, we did peer sessions, but it was nothing like dealing with a real client. So I definitely was nervous, but once I went into the session and we started talking, it just flowed very naturally, and that helps me build confidence and practice. I've only had 4 clients so far, but I'm excited. I feel like sometimes I feel like when I have more clients, it might be a little bit more challenging, but I also remind myself that by then I'm already working up to that now. So I won't feel that much pressure, and even if I do, I can always ask for help, and it'll be good. I'm very excited.
Right, meeting of the minds. No, I think this is good. So you gotta realize I'm in a little bit of different position in the sense that we go through this every cycle, every internship cohort that we have. Meaning that, so if we have, let's say, January, if we have a new internship cohort, they go through the same thing, right? It's that cycle, right? And so it's good to see that growth outside of that cycle, right? And now at least you all have some videos, because by December, or let's say like January, right? By then you'll be, oh wow, earlier on we had Lindsay here, same thing, right? We started off very slow, and now she can't wait to get back into the counseling, and it was good. So I think that these things are really good. Tomorrow we'll talk with the interns about how their group is going, right? We need to start the group, right? For you all. Are y'all still meeting on Tuesdays? Yeah, the peer support right now, we just kept it internally, right? Hey, peer support group. Hey, it counts as direct hours, which is excellent, right? It counts as direct hours, and you're learning from other, you're learning from, and then also we're gonna get Mariah to join as well. She's been counseling, right? So she's not an intern, she's LMSW, so that's good. I like it, I love to see the journey, right? It's
rewarding, right? Because you see us starting, having all these doubts, and oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm freaking out, and then you see us kind of grow through each step and become us fully, which is very,
As we always say, right? On the interview, right? Tell y'all, look, it's a very tough place to work because you throw them right in there. Right? It's just the nature of a private practice that we doing. It's just the nature of it, right? It's not like how we're set up is a little bit different. It's a clinic, but it's really set up as a private practice. Even on our interview process, right? I want to scare you away. I want you to come out there and say, I don't want to work there. Because if you don't, it's very, it's intimidating. We have so many people on the calls, we have this, we have you all confirm, even before it, RJ sent y'all the emails, right? Hey, make sure you confirm your meeting thing by this time or else. It's all checks, right? It's all gateways that you're going through, because at the end of it here, our clients, they're expecting a certain level of professionalism. It's okay to be an intern, but just, do you have communication etiquette? Basic communication skills that is really hard to teach, but I think it's good. I think, again, I think you all do. Okay. I think everyone that we bring on.
Confirm.
Yeah. Everyone that we bring on. It's challenging too, because what do you mean you're just going to throw you right in there with the client? Yeah, go figure it out.
I actually like that though. The fact
Good.
First I was like, oh wait, at first I thought I was gonna have a supervisor or somebody, in there with me, but then they're like, nope, it's just you. And then I was like, oh. No, I thought about it for a little bit, but then I think kind of it helped more than, because I don't enjoy being micromanaged, and I get way more nervous when I like feel like somebody's like, oh, they're there to like catch my right and wrongs. And the fact that I was just let be by myself, I think that made me like it just helped myself come out more with the client. So like I was just more comfortable with them, and it was just, yeah, I liked that. Even though I didn't know how I was gonna feel, but when I first heard you're gonna be by yourself, I'm like, oh. No, I really was like, wait, what? Are you really gonna do that? But no, it worked out. I loved it.
Yeah, we're here in Frederick. Been here all day. Moved some stuff. Trying to find the previous keys. Yeah, we're Frederick. It was good. Mariah came, so you'll see her tomorrow. We'll be at our brunch. Then we'll be in Silver Spring, and then I'm gonna try either, if it's not too late tonight, gotta move one more thing out of the old office, one more table, and then we're done with that. Get rid of those chairs, and yeah, it's just been, exhausting day, just moving stuff. So yeah, but probably get the guy to come hang up the. Yeah, no, I don't feel like doing all of that stuff. Yeah, so we'll probably just hang up some stuff, get him to come next week. Yeah, yeah, that's what we are. All right, all. So we're at Java Nation. We came here 2 weeks with Sandora. This is more like our intro to Lartey Wellness Group, right? So now we are with Mariah. Mariah, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mariah. I'm from Florida. I came on to Lartey Wellness Group, having a social work background and just pretty much wanting to help individuals, not just through therapy, but like with social needs. And I really liked Lartey Wellness because I liked the fact that the CEO seems like he's faith-based, so that really made me feel comfortable that it's not just going to be something that's like for profit. It's going to be actually to help people. So that's why I'm happy to be here and excited.
Wonderful. Yeah. So we were here. She was giving us some feedback on our vlog. She said she wanted to see more on the process. So we gotta work more on there. Hey, the editors, let's show more on the process. She binge watched our blog, which was good. Like, I mean, honestly, like I tell people, like there's right now doing social at this game, it feels like you're climbing Mount Everest. You know what I mean? It's like such a long-term game, a long-term marathon. That you're not gonna see results right away. But this is a season of investment. And so we're here. We're setting her up in Silver Spring. So another one of my dilemmas right now is we have 2 offices. Should I get a 3rd one in Silver Spring? I don't know, right? Because here's the thing: is majority even in Silver Spring are virtual, right? So what happens is now the office is there, and I'm just paying rent. Right? And Regis love me. Every time they love when I call. Yo, you know the office? Yeah, and so I'm trying to weigh it out. So then now we're doing like the hoteling, right? The basically what hoteling is that like multiple therapists are sharing the office, right? We don't have a fancy hoteling software. It's mainly right now just Google Sheets, right? So we're gonna see that, but I gave her office away to Sandora. So originally Sandora was supposed to be in Laurel, and then we were talking, and she's actually moving to this area, Bethesda, right? So I was like, well, if you're gonna be there, then just stay to this area. So we're gonna do that. We may actually get maybe for a little bit, maybe Sandora and Frederick as well. I don't know. We'll talk to her about it. But yeah, so just a breakfast. It's an intro to Lartey. She just flew in yesterday. I didn't vlog that. I was so tired yesterday.
I was so tired too. So.
Yeah. She had a 5 a.m. flight. Yeah. So 5 a.m. flight, and get her set up, and then supposed to head out to Laurel. But I have a meeting have a meeting in the interns, right? So we might actually just take it from Silver Spring and then head over to Laurel. Got Bible study Tuesdays with Mikkel, right? So then doing that. The question is, she just came from Florida yesterday. Essentially, what is her first impressions of Silver Spring?
So there's no sun. I haven't seen the sun yet. So that makes me a little homesick because it's different. But I knew that there was going to be, you know, buildings and everything everywhere that may be blocking the sun. But I'm missing the sun right now. And the trees, like seeing a lot of trees, palm trees.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm having a chai latte, you know? Chai lattes here at Java Nation, delicious. So
And they got me to drink coffee.
she thought it was tea.
Yeah, I thought it was tea, but it's really good. I don't like the taste of coffee, but that's really good.
I was like, should I have her think that she's drinking a tea, but it's actually coffee? Because, you know, I mean, but hey, that's such a life. Yeah, so.
And since I live nearby, I'll be coming here often because the menu looks really, really good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
We need to do breakfast at least once a week. Silver Spring.
Chose the shrimp linguine.
Okay.
Better image of it.
Okay.
I got the Lox burger. Well, the Lox bagel, I said.
Ooh, okay. There we go. Yeah, like bagel. All right. And then me, I got an omelet. First bites. Oh, so she's eating right now. I won't get you. Yeah, we're here. I didn't really get to vlog yesterday. We were moving. Had to do a lot of setup. We did a little bit, you know, but just moving today. Always busy days, right? But this is nice. Java Nation's really nice. Yeah, it's a very, very nice cafe. So, initial reaction?
It's well seasoned. So coming from a Caribbean background, I appreciate that.
Now, not to be funny, but it's a hearty breakfast there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Any thoughts for the vlog? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's about to have his first bite. Yeah, so, all right, all. So we finished eating. Hey, Sindora joined us. Oh, you got something. She's like, sorry.
My croissant.
Yeah. So how was the meal?
It was so yummy. I had my little coffee and a croissant.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Frank.
How was the meal?
It was really, really good.
Good.
Thank you for asking.
All right. So we're going to the office, and Randy asked where the office is. That brown building right there to the left. If you go right there to the left, that's the office.
All right, Joe.
Hey, let's get on the vlog. Let's get on the vlog. Tell us what did you do?
So I just booked my apartment in Bethesda, and I'm very excited.
Wow, when's moving date?
October 7th.
Wow, that's next week.
Very excited. Yeah.
That's exciting.
I know.
New beginnings.
I'm very, very much looking forward to it. And driving over to Silver Spring.
Yeah.
And Silver Spring's beautiful too. I mean, it's really beautiful everywhere.
Yeah.
All these trees and the sky. I don't know. I'm from Texas, so we don't really see a lot of, nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, got little corner stores over here, bodegas.
This reminds me of like.
All right, also we're walking to the office, and I gotta get Mariah's reaction when she sees the lobby. It's gonna be like, welcome to the Latte Wellness Group. All right, so we're doing here. Welcome to the lobby.
Thank you.
All right, so you have a fob. I'm now a visitor. All right, so we're here. We're just trying to get Mariah set up. With everything. Yeah, here at the Silver Spring office. So I'm gonna have RJ do that. There's at the bottom here where it says you can view the updated list of therapists and current occupying our offices here. Yeah. All right. So we're here at Silver Spring. Let's see here. Give me a second. Sorry, Bruce is emailing me. I'm gonna let Bruce that we're actually going to be talking at 3 p.m. today. We're about to leave here. So the question is, where is the Silver Spring? We got everybody set up on the internet. Right now they're sharing, because right now everyone's still virtual, right? So I'm trying to figure out, okay, does it make sense to even get another office when everyone's virtual? The question is, hey, what if I want to take some sessions from the office, right? So it's either A, we can always get an additional office here. I called last week. They do have an additional one, maybe do month to month. Or Sindora here is she's gonna move to Bethesda. Should we just explore something in Bethesda? Right? There's pros and cons. There's actually pros and cons. The con is you're definitely gonna be on your own in Bethesda. She said, I don't care.
Frank is gonna help me set up, and then once I'm all set up,
You're on your own.
yeah, absolutely, I am ready. Just gonna- no, like Frank said, Bethesda is a shiny new, what did you call it?
Shiny new toy.
A shiny new toy that we might explore, Frank said, so we'll see.
Right? It's a shiny new toy. It's a great market though. It's a great area. Every area in Maryland is great. I mean, it just makes sense, right? There's Frederick, we have the Laurel, right? If you're going to get another space, does it make sense to just be like, okay, hey, let's try out Bethesda, Then we can have lattes out there in Bethesda as well, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, but we gotta get going. We gotta get out of here. She has a client. And then hopefully the internet comes today, right?
It always coming today.
Okay, so she's got to get out of here too. We got to head over to Laurel. Let's sit on it, right? We'll sit on it. I'm going to be out pretty much for the rest of the week. Maybe, we'll take a look, at spaces there. Again, there's never a dull moment here, right? We're in Bethesda. So we're in Bethesda here, looking at office spaces. We got a window, right? I'm like, hey, should we? Sindora, she's moving to Bethesda. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like Bethesda. Nice office view, nice office space. Looks really nice. Looks really, really nice actually. So let's look at some others, all right? All right, so we're looking at this space. Yeah. I already know. I kind of already know. Yeah. I kind of already know what she would be looking for. Yeah, this is Metro Center 2, right? Metro Center 2, Bethesda. You're right in the heart of everything. Brand new office, right? Brand new office. never a dull moment, man. There's never a dull moment. We were in Frederick yesterday. Y'all gonna see the Frederick one. It's a nice area. I like it. It's nice, very clean, modern. You know, and look at this guy's fit. You know what I mean? He's got a good fit. You know, yeah. You know, I'm dressed like a bum. You know what I mean?
But you're the dickhead.
Yeah, nah. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, hey, I know. Hey, you're the closer. You know what I mean? You get the job done.
You're definitely gonna enjoy it here.
Okay.
Let's go sit right here real quick.
All right. Cool.
Can I offer you guys coffee?
All right, all. So we're here in the closing area. You know, let's do a month. You know, check out Bethesda. See how it goes. See if we get some clients. You know, good area. Bethesda Metro Center too. Can't beat it. Can't go wrong. So yeah, let's check that out. And yeah, all right, y'all. We'll keep in touch.
Because I used to be an operational side.
It's
I
tough.
used to handle like the operations. So I basically
And now
try to
you
accommodate
need-
as much as possible.
And now you're
I tell them like, hey, I
Yeah.
can give you the access now, but it may not be activated.
Yeah, no
Let you
worries.
in.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. Yeah, so. All right, all. So there we have it. Just signed the lease for the Bethesda office. So, you know what I mean? That's that's what we do. It's called two Bethesda Metro Center.
Stop! Wait, so you weren't just supposed to go to Laurel?
I had to take a detour. Yeah, I had to take a detour. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, I took a detour.
Wait, that's the office?
Yeah. So this is the office building here. And then, you gotta, you can come check it out on your way. Yeah. You can come check it out on your way. I gotta go to meetings, but come check it out. I'm gonna give you the address, and I'm gonna let them know that you're actually gonna come check it out.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my god, it went so well, Frank. Oh my gosh.
That's good. Hey, you got that Sindora touch. Yeah, but hey, I'm glad it went well. Yeah, I know you're gonna crush it. So.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Yes, let them know that I'm gonna be there because I'm gonna be there because I'm
All right.
gonna look at it.
All right, cool. Let me text you the address.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Frank.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
These existing ones that we already have are good for anti-anxiety. There's a good deal of empirical research linking all these different compounds to reduction and anxiety, or reduction to kind of the precedence of anxiety, as in like improper sleep or different kind of neurological mechanisms that are also tied to anxiety. I did that for the depression one as well, where we had all the different drips. I also made kind of different little ones for the anti-anxiety one. I tried to base it off the pre-existing ones we already had, so it'd be pretty cohesive quick little blurb at the start, compounds that are in it, and then the benefits and who it is appropriate for, which mirror the existing ones.
Okay. All right. So
The price and stuff was just speculative. That can obviously change. As for the scripts, I did a decent amount of market research this weekend, and I found that the average person is not super concerned with what is actually inside of it or any of the neurological mechanisms. That is a lot of jargon for people, and obviously not everybody's super psychologically inclined. However, what people are interested in is why I should do a vitamin drip instead of just eating vitamins. I can go to Costco, I can go to Shoppers, Target, I can just get vitamins there. Why should I do drips instead? So my scripts kind of focus on why IV therapy is superior to any other type of administrative routes. And also, by doing the research, I myself honestly am pretty convinced that it is superior in pretty much every single way. If you're trying to take vitamins, they have to go through your gut. That's not the most effective administrative route. You're not absorbing everything. Not to mention, if you do have pre-existing kind of gut or digestive issues, that's really gonna mess with it. And also, you're playing doctor. You're trying to be your own doctor and trying to figure out what is the right dosage for you. Whereas if you went with our IV service, we have trained medical staff that are actually going to administer that properly. You can also do an intramuscular injection. That's another option that's on the market. However, that is the same issues with the taking the vitamins, where it takes a while to kick in, and then also you get a high plateau period, which is then followed by a quick drop off. IV therapy acts immediately while also staying in your system for longer. So it's kind of the best of both. So I made 2 sales scripts for that, focusing on why this is better. If they wanted to get in the weeds of it, of why each compound is better, what they all do, that's covered here. What magnesium does, what B12 does, what vitamin C does, how it connects to stress, like lowering your cortisol, balancing different adrenal things. So if any of the clients wanted to get into that, I also have answers for that.
The client, so it is part of the emails we send, and once he has his copied in that particular email, you can also have a fair idea of the client and what presenting issues he or she is having, and maybe that can also help in some way. That is what I'm thinking. Aside away.
yeah, no, I think it's good. However which way, right? However which way you all want to do it, it's fine. In this section here, I'm actually going to hand this over to Brianna, right? Brianna, you're gonna work with RJ, you're gonna work with everybody, and you're gonna make sure. I'm actually gonna be out of the office until like Friday afternoon, right? So, and again, I'm gonna be a bottleneck, right? So, whatever which way works, right? I'm just giving you all the overview of the end result, right? So Bruce is going to be our internal sales agent, and he's going to be pitching the IV services, the IV hydration folks to our current clients, right? He's going to be pitching the IV services to the current clients, and then we're going to try to get them to sign up. And he's actually going to be signing them up and booking the sessions in this thing called Vigaro, which is our IV, which is a system that we're using for the IV hydration. Let's go over at a very high level, right? Am I sharing my screen or no? All right, so at a very, very high level here, the client workflow is this, right? So RJ created a beautiful guide, right? IV therapy scheduling and workflow guide, right? It provides a clear process, right? So the client workflow for existing clients, right? So for existing clients, they must first complete a 40-minute med management session with a FNP, Yvonne, Susan, Zuena, before scheduling the IV drip, right? Also, Yvonne should be ready to see clients, Brianna. Hey y'all, Frank Lartey with the Lartey Wellness Group. Thanks again for watching. Please stay tuned for more, and remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you.